Hello, Virgo. Welcome to the Power of Three and your general monthly reading for July 2024. You saw it in the title. It's your destiny reading. The Under the Sea, what does that have to do with that? It's connected to Back to the Future in the Enchantment Under the Sea dance in that movie, where by that time it was crucial that he do whatever he had to do to put his parents back on their destined path together. Um, Otherwise, he would have ceased to exist. It takes the smallest little thing that you learn from watching that movie that can alter your destiny. Did you do it? Did somebody else do it? That you feel like an event happened that shifted things in a way that you are not pleased with? I don't know. That's what we're looking at. For some of you, it can be fixed. For some of you, it can't. But that doesn't mean that there's not something else in the future, as, for instance, Scorpio learned, Virgo. So we're going to get started. See what the Holy Spirit has to say to start your destiny reading, July 2025, for Virgo. Seek and you shall find your destiny. But he's sitting down. This is the first time I've ever made reference to this. Of all the times this card has come out, he's sitting down, so he's not in a big hurry. Sometimes when you're seeking, it doesn't mean that you're running around looking under bushes and lifting shit up. It's up here. It's in here. Wisdom of the Oracle is the overall energy for your destiny reading, Virgo. Thank you to my guides, peeps, and the Holy Spirit himself for being here with Virgo, July 2025. What is their overall energy? Let's find out about Virgo's destiny. Whoa, sorry. Flexible. Being flexible. Meaning, for an instance it's coming through, maybe you are in a big hurry and you do feel like you should be running somewhere doing more than you're doing. Okay, maybe nothing specific, I should say, but you feel like you should be doing more than you're doing. And for some reason, you're being almost forced to just sit and be flexible. You see how this flexibility, okay, look. Both of them are stationary. She's not obviously in that position. If you can tell that she's doing a handstand with everything bent backwards, okay? So obviously that's about all she can do in that moment, right? Can't really do much more than that. Well, this is going to be interesting. Healing Waters Oracle for the supporting energy for the sign of Virgo. What is the supporting energy for July 2025? And for flexible, why must they be flexible? Maybe because you have to wait, just like me, right now. There. Oh my God. Selkie, come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. Look, it goes with the backdrop. Oh my God, it goes with the backdrop. Come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. Seek and you shall find. Maybe some of you are, that's exactly what you're trying to figure out about your destiny, because it begins with you. So if there's something off about you personally that you would like to change, maybe that's where you're at right now, Virgo, and your destiny isn't on the menu. We're going to find out, though, if that's the case. And if so, maybe why. Or if I'm way off, let's see. This is the, it's called Psychic Tarot of the Heart. So it's like it's a tarot oracle combo. We're using that for the main spread this month, July 2025. Virgo's highest good. What do they need to know? Manifest. Come out of hiding. Embrace who you really are. Manifesting the reality that you want around you and maybe your destiny. But maybe you're trying to change it yourself. Are you trying to change your own destiny? Because you feel you've changed? You don't align with what's around you or who's around you? For Virgo, what is going on here? Challenging times. Which is society right now, and, you know, maybe you just feel different. Maybe there's things that were fantasy in your mind or in your heart, and now the way things are right now, you can be flexible and maybe, you know, be your true authentic self, whatever that is. But maybe it doesn't come out of hiding. Why are you in hiding? Okay, that's too many. Excuse me. One more for Virgo, please. Simply love. Second time this has been out this month. Simply love. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to say right now, it's not you. Okay? It's a youngin' of yours. And the reason being is because their environment, their educational environment is extremely off the wall compared to what you as the adult would have been raised in. So this is the issue here, is your destiny was going along just fine, and then that challenging time is setting in now, and you are trying to embrace, you know, things that you never ever would have dreamed a decade ago you'd be dealing with. Okay? So it's a destiny that it's challenging times that is hitting your destiny. I feel like you are on your destiny. You are where you're supposed to be, but it's taking a hit that you would never have even dreamed that you could dream up. Would be challenging it. I don't know what they're doing back there. Okay, Virgo, we are clarifying for you with the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. For Virgo's highest good. In their destiny reading, what do they need to know? Please clarify. Why manifest is here. Okay, that was quick. You got 2. 5 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. See, what is manifested, and the reason why you have to be flexible and you're probably hiding this situation, is because it's an embarrassment. It's causing conflict within you and in the household, because certain people agree with it, certain people don't. And it's basically a nightmare for you, because you just don't, mentally, you don't know how to deal with it, because it's like a futuristic thing. It's do you follow me here? Like, it's not just going to go away in a week, whatever it is. It might eventually, but I think it's going to be a long enough haul, and you know that it, that's why you're being flexible. You're coming out of hiding, embracing who you really are, or who they think they really are, right? Knight of Wands. And maybe at the same time embracing who you really are, which is maybe finding out that you are in this for the long haul, unconditional love, the whole bit, even for the things that you didn't see coming. Knight of Wands, challenging times. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has to act quickly and swiftly. This Knight of Wands is down on one knee. He's pledging an oath. I think just to basically, it's like, it's very, very difficult, but I think that what's hitting you is, the actual person, the younger youth that's in a challenging time, causing a challenging time, causing everybody's beliefs and opinions to, kind of combat each other. And alone you sit and think, how am I ever going to deal with, like, tomorrow? Like, maybe whatever it is, it affects, it bleeds into every aspect of every day at this point. So by the time nightfall comes, you are just beside yourself with anxiety and worry about what happened today and how you're going to deal with tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Because I feel like it's more than just whatever the challenge is with this youth, but it's all the rest of the Five of Wands. It's all the rest of the people in the family or what have you, or people that you're going to have to face coming out of hiding, in the energy of just simply loving no matter what, unconditionally. Let's keep going. Under the very simple love that we just had up. Page of Wands. Coming out of hiding. Coming out of hiding. The Page of Wands is a message, a messenger. Meaning, even if it's just you going out in public and accompanying your youth with, okay, instead of dancing around it, maybe your youth is, is a male, and they maybe like to wear a wig and put makeup on and nail polish, and do you know what I'm saying? And you've had to get yourself to the point where you're like, you can go out and come out of hiding and say, okay, it is what it is, and I love this, my child, my my offspring, no matter what they choose to be or whatever. So yeah, embracing. I feel like, Virgo, it's you embracing who they really are, but you didn't see it coming, so you were blindsided with this Nine of Swords. But it's, even if it's, like I say, it's a message, it's a messenger, yes, but you're the messenger in the sense that I'm not saying you're sending out text messages to people and emails and shit, What I'm saying is when you proudly just go about your business with your child by your side and however that entails, that sends a message to the world that you're proud. You're there. You're sending a message just being there with them by your side, walking, smiling, carrying on like you normally would if they were an appearance that people would normally expect. And I just feel it's something that you've been dealing with slowly, and you just come to the conclusion that it is what it is. I still love this person, and blah blah blah. And I'm in it for the long haul, and I love them the second they were born, and I will always love them no matter what. And whatever changes are to come. Let's see what's at the bottom. I feel like I'm talking you to death now. Justice here. Justice is at the bottom. Doing what's right is what they're saying. 3 of Swords at the bottom. And Judgment underneath that, if that tells you anything. Because you're going to be judged. You're going to get looks from some people. That's what this 5 of Wands is for. Because you're probably getting a variety of things out and about, and a variety of things at home. Why the 9 of Swords is here. All right, we're getting your advice from Under the Roses, Lenormand, Virgo. For the sign of Virgo, thank you so much. For their destiny reading, please clarify flexible with Selkie. The Moon. Come out of hiding. Embrace who you really are. Which means this is what's been so far. Keeping it contained, keeping it hidden. But that's going to change. Nine of Swords with the 5 of Wands under Manifest. The ship. The ship's pretty busy this month. The ship. You're on the ship. The ship has sailed. There's no going back, is what this is saying. Once you get on the ship and you get 1,000 miles out in the middle of the ocean, you can't say, you know what? I changed my mind. Can we turn around and go back? No, you can't do that. And you know it. Knight of Wands under challenging times. Like I said, you're in it for the long haul. That's what that's clarifying. That's what has been manifested. You are a part of it. The Owls. Wisdom. A couple handling things together. Handling the challenging times together. Letting each other, everyone know that, no matter what, whether we agree, whether we disagree, I'm still there for you. I still love you. Page of Wands. And just accepting this is your destiny. Well, the Garden fell out. Page of Wands was simply love. Sending that message to the world that no matter what, you're proud of your family. You're proud of your destiny. Graves at the bottom. What is in the grave? 10 of the sickles behind that, okay? And the House. So just putting an end to betraying each other. Putting an end to the knives in the back and the opinions that are really not asked for and have no bearing on anything but just gossip. So I think you're just trying to bring that all full circle in your house, where you're just making it known this is the way it is. This is how we function as a family. And when somebody steps out and starts doing something that maybe we don't agree with over here, we're still a unit. Okay? So we become flexible. We seek and we find it within ourselves to be flexible and do what we can to embrace everything in its entirety and true form. Whew. We're using the Lover's Oracle. I don't know. My mouth gets dry or something. I don't know. And then my voice gets all froggy. We're using the Lover's Oracle to close this energy out and give you a message to take away from your destiny reading, July 2025. Thank you so much for being here with Virgo. For their highest good, please give them the message they need the most to take away and close this energy out safely. There we go. What'd you get? Oh my God, that's a beautiful card. It makes sense too. I seen the title. Isn't that gorgeous? Twin flames, your passion ignites. But remember, twin flames are also, it's not a soulmate. A twin flame is there to help you grow, to help you learn. And this child may be a twin flame relationship. It's not always romantic. Passions, people are passionate about a lot of things. So don't assume that that's not what this is about. What this is about is something special that came from you. And it's there to guide you. That child, that youth is there to guide you and to help you learn lessons, whatever those might be. They're not bad. I don't mean it in a bad way. We all learn lessons every day, good and bad. Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that this has helped you in the way it was intended. You are on your destiny. It just isn't turning out quite the way you envisioned it. And it's been challenging. But I think everything with this garden at the end, you're going to be fine. It's going to turn out very, very, very beautiful, for lack of a better word. And what would be beautiful is to see the views on this video. And I just like to share with you, for instance, Virgo. I think it was Capricorn, but it doesn't really matter. The video had 20 views, and then when I check again, I'm not even checking on that. I'm checking on the new one. 18 views go away off the videos. Okay, this is what gets me the most uppity. If 4 people view a video, I damn well expect those 4 views to stay there, not for the next video of view to be seemingly get more views. So they're like, well, we can't have that, so we've got to better hack some off that one. This is literally what I watch go on every single month, and it makes me insane. So please, if I'm thinking that hitting the like button might help with that, with them taking the views off, because people are watching and liking. So if you could do that, I'd sure appreciate it. Everything is free. Your time is precious. Thank you for spending it here with me. Please take care of yourself until I see you again. Bye for now.